Good morning. I feel like I have not picked up my camera in forever. So if you watched 2 videos ago, I did my garden tour and I said I had been sick for a long time. And if you watched last video, you will know why. It's because I'm pregnant. Very excited to be pregnant, but it has been so difficult so far. My sister came around Matt's birthday, that was July 10th. And that's when the morning sickness kind of creeped in. The next weekend, my little sister Kelly came and I was just so ill, but trying to enjoy my sister time. And then from there on, it was just complete downhill. Morning sickness, like 24/7, laying on the floor. I had Blippi on all day. My focus was just to make sure Paul was fed, had a clean diaper, and went to sleep. It's just kind of starting to go away. It kind of switched from the morning sickness, stomach nausea, to like this really bad acid reflux and this, if you've ever swallowed a pill and you feel like it gets stuck in your throat, that's what it feels like a lot of the time. So I'm adjusting, but I'm having better days. We just got home from visiting Matt's family on the eastern shore of Maryland. We got home yesterday, pretty much just dumped our stuff on the floor. We got home around 3. Paul didn't nap in the car. That's his new thing. He doesn't sleep in the car anymore. So as soon as we got home, I was like, do I put him down for a nap? Do I not? And I'm just like, whatever. So we put him down for a nap. He ended up sleeping till about 6 o'clock. So we had a late dinner. Paul went to bed at 10. And I didn't feel like doing anything. Me and Matt laid on the couch and we watched the Bob Ross documentary on Netflix, which is very good but very sad. If you want to watch that, highly recommend. But my house is a disaster. I haven't really cleaned in the last 2 months, period, because I've been sick. I haven't been cooking. We went through all my freezer meals. I haven't baked anything in forever. So this week I was like, I'm getting the camera out. I'm filming because I want to get back to posting 3 videos a week. It just makes me happy doing that. And I think I've posted 3 videos in like the last 2 months, it feels like. So I'm trying to get my life back to normal. My hummingbirds are yelling at me. I need to feed them today. We have hurricane, I think it's Ida, coming up, and it's supposed to hit Virginia. I don't know how hard it's going to hit Virginia. Our saving grace is always the mountains. Where is it going to hit the mountains? Is it going to go east or west? And that impacts on how much it hits us. So I don't really plan on going anywhere. I don't need to go food shopping. My Thrive order came. I went to Costco with my parents before we went to Matt's parents because they were down. I got a bunch of stuff in the mail. So I don't know if this video is going to be 2 or not. So you may see me in the same shirt in a couple videos. But I have a lot to do today. I want to do a lot of cleaning. I have so much laundry to do. I have some things I want to show you, updates on what Paul is doing, especially his sleeping situation has changed a little bit. So yeah, and I'm having coffee for the first time in like 6 weeks. It's decaf, but I have not even been able to stomach coffee. So it makes me happy. And I can actually sit out here, kind of. It's very humid. My hair is wet because I took a shower. It's not gross and disgusting greasy. I don't know if it comes out that way, but I'm rambling because I feel like I have so much to say because I haven't posted anything in so long. So before I get into anything, let me show you the state of my downstairs. It's really gross. So here's the family room. This is actually the normal chaos. Paul's sitting here watching TV, Blippi of course. Mo is there begging because Paul has pancakes out. So I need to clean up from breakfast. This honestly is just the usual toy mess. This isn't anything really bad. Maybe it's not as bad as I was hyping it up to be. The floors are gross and need to be cleaned. But before I do that, I really need to put everything away and I need to clean all the kitchen counters. So my plan was to put everything away, kitchen counters, vacuum, steam mop the floors. I don't know how much of that is getting done today, but both washer and laundry have been going. I started some last night. I still have laundry upstairs and towels. So this is all of the suitcase laundry is going on in there. Paul's Lovery box came, so I can open that and show you guys that. Here's Mo's travel dog bag. I don't even know where I got this. I got this a few years ago, but it's actually quite handy. And I store all his treats and stuff in there, and then this folds down and you can put his food bowls. You showing everybody, Mo? So I need to wash the food bowls, just give his little mat a rinse down, and then just take everything out of it, and that needs to go away. The diaper bag I know has pea-soaked pants in it. It's in a wet sack, but I need to bring that upstairs and go through that. This is a 31 bag. I always bring this in the car with toys, and there's just like garbage and Cheerios, and I need to go through that. There's my purse. I don't know if I did this in a video or not, but I read almonds help with acid reflux when you're pregnant, and they freakishly do. So I keep like almonds around me all the time. So there's the almonds. We used this in the car for Paul. This is my iPad. It's an iPad holder. It's silicone, and it has this just strap that goes around the headrest. I got this on Amazon, and this worked wonderfully. We tried not to use this as much as possible, but when we did turn this on, I downloaded some Blippi videos, so I wasn't using Wi-Fi or anything, and that was just amazing. I feel like this counter is just always a mess, but I have diapers here that need to go upstairs. I'm just leaving the ginger ale there. I take a room temp ginger ale and nurse it like all day, my stomach or whatever is bothering me. This is a delivery that I want to show in a little bit, so I'll show that in a second. My Costco did not have any of my almond milk that I like. I like the organic vanilla one, unsweetened. And there's a Costco right by the birth center. We went there Wednesday, so we just jumped in to get a couple goodies for Matt's parents, and I grabbed 2 of those. So those just need to go in the basement with my food storage. I put everything else away from Costco, but probably like a couple things. Other thing I got from Costco, I mean, this is not really a Costco haul, but they're bacon crumbles. I swear this bag is so much smaller than it used to be. I mean, not that we need excessive amounts of bacon crumbles, but multi-grain crackers for Paul, more Kodiak cakes for Paul. That just needs to be put away. I just shoved it there. I don't know if you guys have tried these, but they are so good. They had samples out of these, and I just had to get them. They're individually wrapped, but I don't need them, but I got them. Something else I did not need from Costco, but is so good. They have Girl Scout pretzels, chocolate covered pretzels. Oh my God, they're so good. And Matt doesn't really like mint, so those are all for me. I was thinking about actually putting them in the freezer, because anything Thin Mint I like to put in the freezer. Mosley is always drinking when I'm trying to film. Mosley, excuse me, sir. Then I have everything from my Thrive order this month. Funny story, this literally emailed me as we were driving to Matt's parents that it shipped, and I didn't realize that. So we had, one of Matt's friends was so gracious enough to stop by and put it in the garage. And I didn't remember ordering it, but now Thrive has freezer and refrigerated stuff, and I ordered ice cream, like ice cream cups, I think. That was a total mistake, so thank goodness Matt's friend dropped by and opened it up and threw them in the freezer, so I did not mean to do that, but I have all of this stuff to put away. Our fruit has seen better days, so I need to kind of go through this. I need to clean out the whole refrigerator. I don't really know what exactly is in there. This is the snack bag that I just keep in the car with snacks for me and Paul. I need to clean that up. And then this was the bag of miscellaneous stuff I needed for Paul that I brought to my in-laws. You know, things like sippy cups and my almonds and crackers and stuff like that. So I need to put all that away as well. So that's kind of the mess I have to deal with today. It's only 9:30. We got a little bit of a late start. Paul slept in. So I have in the dryer some cloth diapers. I washed those before we left and just left them hanging inside and threw them in the dryer last night just to kind of soften them up. So I need to fold those, get some laundry in the dryer. I'll probably be doing laundry all day. Paul is still kind of like post-breakfast hanging out. He still has smoothie and pancakes, so I'm just gonna hang out with him for a little bit. Then we'll go upstairs. I still have to unpack my suitcase and stuff like that. I don't think I'm gonna dry my hair. I think I'm just let it air dry today, so we'll see how it goes. Okay, so we just came upstairs. I don't know if you can see this. I just brought all of that upstairs. So it's the diapers that I need to fold, the disposable diapers that we brought with us to Matt's parents, the collapsible hamper, and his diaper bag. But before I start putting all that stuff away, I wanted to show you Paul's new bedroom setup. Okay, so Paul doesn't want to participate. He's playing in the hallway. But this is the way I have the bedroom set up right now. Paul is no longer in a crib. He is in a toddler bed. So we did this right after my sister-in-law and brother-in-law and nephew left because I didn't want Paul to like wake them up essentially. So after that, the reason why we went to the toddler bed is the weird method that has been working for me is I just snuggle with Paul on the floor on what used to be a yoga mat here. Once he fell asleep, I'd listen to podcasts or whatever. Once he fell asleep, I'd pick him up and put him in the crib. And that was just getting more challenging because Paul is, how much does he weigh now? He's 29 pounds. So, you know, it's not easy trying to pick up a dead weight, 30-pound blob from the floor all the way into a crib. So I just kind of figured he was ready for a toddler bed. Plus, with a second one coming, I really don't want to spend the money on 2 cribs. I would really rather move this into the other room for baby. I still have plenty of time before baby's going to be sleeping in that. What we did is I bought this crib from Wayfair in 2019 and I got this, oh god, I'm really bad at doing this backwards. I got this toddler rail right here. So what we did, I'm just saying what we did. I'm not advising anybody to do this. I had Matt drill another hole down because I wanted the mattress to be lower. I have this fear that he's going to roll out of his bed at night. I know. So I had Matt lower it so the mattress is just halfway above the little rail here so that he can get in and out. And the yoga mat was here, and I also had the mattress pad from the Pack and Play that I would pull out at night in case he rolled out. He never actually did, but I just had it there. And then what I would do is lay in here. I'd encourage him to go into his bed and lay with him till he fell asleep, and then I would skedaddle. And then on Paul's door, we have a baby gate, and we made sure that there was nothing in this room remotely that he could get into, knock over, hurt himself, anything. The lazy boy recliner has actually been moved out because I saw him attempting to climb on it once, and I was like, done, Matt, it has to go. So that's gone. Right? We're talking about your room. We're talking about your big boy bed, huh? What do you have to say? Ha ha ha. So then when I got pregnant, things changed a little bit because I was so nauseous. I couldn't always just sit in here with him, so things changed a little bit. We started to do an actual nighttime routine, and I was shocked that it went so well. So, what are you doing? Who is that? Is that Paul? Yeah. So, I don't know if he's going to steal the show here. Who is that? It's Paul. So every night when we go to bed, we say it's night time. He gets in his jammies. We read a couple books. I encourage him to sit in his crib. Then we say goodbye to the light. We turn the light out, and then we sing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star 2 times. I've sang Twinkle Twinkle Little Star trying to make a pattern like since he was 6 months old. I would sing to him. So he kind of associates that with nighttime. Then I kiss him goodnight. I tell him I'll see him tomorrow, and I leave. And then we basically avoid being near his room because most times he will open the door. The baby gate is still shut, but he will open his door. And my rule of thumb is I only come in here if he's crying. So, and he's not. Buddy, careful, don't touch. So he usually sits in here and plays for about 20 minutes, and then he falls asleep. That worked out really, really well, and I basically just did that one night because I was so nauseous and I just could not stomach laying in here with him. So that's kind of where that came from. And then what we're going to try out this week is I did it twice for naps now. I did yesterday when we got home. It was later, and I just had stuff to do. I was like, I can't lay here with you for 45 minutes. So I just did the nighttime routine for nap, and it worked. So I'm very conflicted with this because a couple reasons. At nap time, traditionally, we just come in here, I shut the door, I lay on the floor. I was laying on a yoga mat, and I have now switched to this foam twin collapsible bed that we brought with us to our in-laws. It folds into 3. It has a cover case. I bought it on Amazon. It's so comfortable. I'll get back to this in a second. But I've been laying on this thing because the yoga mat was starting to hurt my hips being pregnant. So I would lay on this for about half hour, 45 minutes. As soon as he fell asleep, which was usually on this mat, I would skedaddle, and he's taking, you know, naps anywhere from 90 minutes to 3 hours. With a second baby, I've been kind of thinking, how am I going to do nap time with a newborn? I have time. Baby's not coming till February, March, but still, I'm like trying to prep now. So I think what I'm going to try this week is I'm going to try to put him down for a nap by himself. But part of me, being pregnant, likes the downtime. We eat lunch and I get to just lay down. Sometimes I cat nap for a couple minutes. It's quite lovely. And part of me just, I love snuggling with my son. I'm not gonna lie. I love that he cuddles up to me and takes a nap. It's really sweet, and I almost don't want to get rid of that. But I know it'll help me down the road if I break that habit with me. It's me. It's not Paul. Paul's like, I'm ready to sleep on my own, Mom. Please. It's me that's holding on to it. But anyway, so back to this mattress. I'll leave a link to this. I bought this on Amazon, like I said. Love it. Very comfortable. It was a little cumbersome to travel with. We made it work. But yeah. What are you doing? We made it work, but what I intend to do is, like I said, when baby comes home, we'll probably do the same thing we did with Paul. Paul slept in the pack and play in our bedroom for 6 months. That was mostly just because I needed him there for 6 months. He was probably fine going in his crib. So I do have 6 months from when he was born, so that's the summer. Once we're ready, the crib is going to move into the other room, which is now our guest room for baby. And Paul is just going to sleep on this mattress on the floor. Ouch! I do have a sheet for it with little dinos on it. It's in the wash. Like I said, we brought that to my in-laws, so that's being washed. But this will be his bed. I'll just kind of push it in the corner. And then plans down the road further is I want Matt to build, I just call it like a platform bed, but a twin bed that has essentially dresser drawers on the bottom. But I'm in absolutely no rush because he's little and he doesn't need to be in a really tall bed yet. So that is the game plan for bed. I thought I would share that. It's going insanely well with putting him down by himself. I'm kind of shocked. We went to my in-laws. That's the first, you know, being a pandemic baby, that's the first overnight trip he's been anywhere. And you did awesome, right? Yeah. I actually slept on the first night in here with him. Probably, again, more for me than for Paul. He didn't care. But he slept fine. It was just like my mother-in-law got a toddler crib. Looks very similar. So I just brought like the stuff from home. I brought some of his stuffed animals. I brought the sheets that he sleeps in. I brought even that quilt and hung it over the back of the crib to make it look mostly like his crib. And then we brought the hatch with us, and we brought the baby monitor camera so we could watch him. So the first night I slept on the floor with him, I was fine doing that. Matt told me I was being ridiculous. So then the other 2 or 3 nights we were there, I slept in the bed with Matt. The first night I was a little like constantly checking the monitor, but he was fine. And he did nap times fine. So I always feel like it's me not wanting to let go, and Paul is like, fine. Anyway, let me get some laundry folded. I'm just rambling and this video is going to be so long. So that's the update on Paul's sleeping situation, and it's more laundry. So update, I have the last load of laundry towels in the washer, and I just finished filming the Lovery box. That will be in the next video, so that can be put away. What else did I do? The Thrive box, I just filmed that, so that stuff can be put away. I just don't really want to right now. So this room is still quite the disaster, so I did not get to vacuuming or cleaning or anything. I think my cleaning day is going to be tomorrow. I didn't feel too well right before lunch, so I've been kind of just going slow. Just had some floor time with Paul. Yeah, it's just a day by day. You get like little bursts of energy. I'm currently eating my last piece of gum, which does weirdly help with morning sickness. Sometimes, not all the time, sometimes. So I'm going to crack open a can of ginger ale, lay on the couch, and just relax for a little bit. I think tomorrow is going to be my cleaning day. Tomorrow, hopefully tonight, I have the energy to put some of the stuff away. Well, I'll have to put some of the stuff away so we can have dinner. I'm thinking for dinner, nothing too crazy. I think we're just gonna do some cheeseburgers, and I'm just gonna throw them in the air fryer because I don't really feel like standing outside grilling. I think that's the game plan. So I think that's what we're gonna do. I just need to fold the rest of the laundry, and then I'm gonna call today a success. The only other thing that I did not do which is just laziness that I could do. When I went to the birth center, I did have blood work done, and they offered to do an ultrasound. The birth center is an hour away, and Matt likes to go with me to all my appointments, so I went ahead and got a prescription to get an ultrasound done, you know, somewhere closer at a hospital or somewhere in town. But I think after talking with Matt, he's not gonna be able to go with me even if I go in town, just like 15 minutes away. So I'm gonna go ahead and call the birth center and make the appointment next week, because we're supposed to have like hurricane rain, and I think the person who does the ultrasound, I don't know what that name is called. I'm pretty sure they're only available on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So tomorrow I need to make that appointment for next week, mostly just to confirm that there is one in there. That's what I want to see. And I'm hoping that I get pictures. Maybe, I don't know, we'll see. So anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.